There we go.
Okay, you are live. Okay. Sorry about the brief delay there, folks. Like I was just saying when nobody was actually watching, it's my first time. So thanks for tuning in. My name is Adam, and I've got our wonderful guest, Karina Morin. She is the lead singer of Kãrma Sounds, which is her new R&B. You call it R&B? Is that the genre? Soul, R&B?
Russ, for sure,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
R&B, soul, electro, chill, chill hop.
Great, yeah. Um, so she's the lead singer of Kãrma Sounds as well as Coco Jafro, the world music funk juggernaut that has blown my mind on a number of occasions. Yeah, we're just gonna pass it to you, and we're gonna get you to give a little brief introduction of who you are as a musician, what you're up to, and briefly what you want us to all know about yourself.
Great. Hi, everyone. I'm Karina. And as Adam already said, I have a solo project that I've been releasing music right now out of, oh, am I still there? There
No,
we go.
I think that was, yeah. Let's solo layout you. There we go.
Oh, releasing music under the name Kãrma Sounds, and it's my solo project. And I've been singing for many, many, many years in different bands, mainly Coco Jafro, an original funk world beat band, and started out singing covers and sang overseas for many years as well, and then moved to Vancouver and kind of found my way, and then met some great musicians out here, and that's how I came to be working on Coco Jafro and now Kãrma Sounds. And I do a couple other things on the side. I have a business in styling, personal style, and I did teach fitness and dance for a few years as well. But I'm not doing that anymore. Now I'm just the student, which is nice. So yeah, that's about it.
Great. Yeah. I guess my first question here I'm going to ask for you is what what drives you as a musician? Like what's the message and what's the philosophy and the passion that really drives you?
um, that's a good question. As far as what drives me, music has always been in my heart, in my soul. I grew up um, surrounded by music. My father was a musician, so it's kind of in my DNA, in my blood, and it's just always a part of me and going to be a part of me. So that's a big reason why I do music to this day. I've kind of veered off to the side on the left and on the right, but then I always come back to music. So it's just something that feeds my soul, and I feel it's funny, like I feel the most comfortable or my most self around musicians as well. There's just this kind of vibe or energy or communication that I share with other musicians. So yeah, I mean it's always going to be a part of me. So that's really what it is. And when it comes to the message, definitely the overarching theme of a message would be empowerment or healing. I've done a lot of my own self healing on my own, so I try to bring that into the music. And I do talk about other subjects like fun things like dancing and attraction and passion and stuff like that, but definitely an overarching theme on healing and empowerment.
Great. Well, that's awesome. That's the type of music I like to listen to. So I just wanted to ask you, like, you've been a musician for a long time now. What is maybe your most rock and roll moment you've had as a musician? Like something that's going to blow somebody's mind who's not a musician?
Um, I guess I can think of two that really come to mind right now. I was traveling with actually my guitarist, Amin, who's Moroccan, and my husband, Carl, who's also a musician and plays in both bands as a keyboard player.
He's an amazing musician.
He's an amazing musician. They're all amazing musicians. And so we were traveling in Morocco together, and we happened to stumble into this really cool club. And it was a band playing, an all African band. And Carl and Amin told the band in the intermission that I was a singer, and they got me to come up and sing a song. And we took an Adele song. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It was one of her ballads, and they turned it into a reggae song. And we started out, the whole club was kind of, looking and skeptical, like, what's happening? I'm starting to sing this ballad. And then it's this whole long intro, and then boom, the band just kicks it up into this really banging reggae beat, and the whole club just got up on their feet and started dancing like a sea of people. And that was just the most amazing feeling. And singing with musicians that I've never met before, and having that energy and that symbioticness and that feeling from the audience, that energy coming back to me, was so amazing. I'm getting chills right now thinking about it.
I'm getting chills listening to that. Wow.
Such a fantastic moment that I'll never forget. And I guess another moment would be playing for the Jazz Fest, something that I've always dreamed of doing. Originally from Montreal. And every year I would go to the Jazz Fest with my dad and my mom. And it was something that we would do together and as a family. And definitely they introduced me to music. So playing at the International Jazz Festival with Coco Jafro, I believe is on Canada Day in the big park. That was something that was a dream come true. So that would be my other example, I guess, of a rock star moment.
Well, I can definitely say I also want to play Jazz Fest one day. And I'm super impressed and happy for you that you got to do that, because that is a killer career moment.
It's a special festival in my heart to me. I mean, definitely my next step is the Montreal Jazz Festival. But
yeah, for sure.
It's it's the town now that I've been putting in my roots for so many years. So yeah, it's very special.
So we got a couple of comments here in the comment section. We got Pedro from Victoria.
Pedro.
And he says, hello from Victoria. And then he says, she's great. I love Coco Jafro. And then we've also got my friend Kevin, who puts on small music shows in Medicine Hat. Kevin Rittinger. And he's been, I met him a number of years ago in Maple Creek, Saskatchewan. And he is a music lover. And shout out to Kevin for making live music happen in the middle of nowhere, and to bring in, he also brings in like original awesome music. He's not
very cool.
Yeah. So hello to the people in the chat there.
And Pedro, if it's the same Pedro from Victoria, he played in Coco Jafro originally when we were in Victoria. So if you're a drummer, Pedro, hi.
I think it's probably him. Indonesian Pedro.
Oh, Indonesian?
Is that where he is? I think so. I think that's it. Well, we don't know. Post a comment there, Pedro, if it's you that used to play drums in Coco Jafro.
It's you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. The name is Dro Hartona, so I could be wrong, but my feeling was that was Pedro. Anyway, if it's not, apologies. So we're going to take a moment now. We're going to watch one of your videos. You've been releasing a lot of content lately. They're really excellent. I've recently seen them myself. We're going to start off with Getting Better.
First, I released it on my birthday, January 1st. So this song is about definitely, when I was talking about empowerment, this would be the song, like one of the first songs that I wrote for this project. And it was about my time spent volunteering. I met a woman who was a single mother and basically trying to create a better life for herself and her daughter. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And you said it was put together with some kind of charity?
Yes, I was aligned with the YWCA charity locally in Vancouver, and they provide employment training and housing and all kinds of amazing programs they do for a local community.
Great. By the way, Pedro here says he used to sing reggae with Amin.
Oh,
Amin's buddy from ID. I think that's Indonesia. I think that's Pedro.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So great. Yeah. So you've got fans.
Hey.
Yeah. So So I'm gonna just go put on a little bit of this video. We'll probably watch a minute or two of it, and yeah, we'll
Awesome.
we'll do that. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
She's a girl who walks with her head up high. Scars on her skin she wears like a crown. Can't breathe, her head above water.
So is this girl actually the mother?
When she hears, "Mommy, you're my superwoman."
No, she's an actress.
It's only getting better all the time. It's only getting better. It's only getting better all the time. It's only getting better. Waging war, walking out her front door. Caught in the crossfire, crawling miles through barbed wire. Well, she's scared, but she still sees the light. She keeps her eyes on the prize. It's only getting better all the time. It's only getting better. It's only getting better all the time. It's only getting better. Visions of another life, built her castles in the sky. Some way, somehow, she'll make it, even if she dies. She's a girl who walks with her head up high. Lesson learned from her mother, she passed down on to her daughter. Let all your dreams be your guide. It's only getting better all the time. It's only getting better. It's only getting better all the time. 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 It's only getting better.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
kind of chokes
really
me
great.
when I watch it. I find the two actresses did such an amazing job at portraying the emotion and just the intention of the song. So it always makes me teary every time I watch it, actually.
Yeah, no, it's a powerful song for sure.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your writing process. Like, how do you get inspired? And you said you've got a piano in front of you there, but you said you're just learning and you don't really play other
Right.
instruments. So I was wondering, to me, I don't know how I would write a song without a guitar or something. So tell me how you come up with a song and how you figure that out.
Well, we were talking about collaboration earlier, so collaboration is definitely a big part of my songwriting process. And all the songs that I wrote for Kãrma Sounds was in a room with my husband Carl, coming up with some cool chord patterns, and then our friend Doug Millage, who has a studio up in Shuswap. He's actually based in LA, but he has a place in Shuswap, BC. And we collaborated and spent like many hours just coming up with ideas for writing. And as soon as I hear some chords and like a steady beat, then I can just start imagining or just start singing some gibberish. My favorite thing is coming up with melodies. And so, I'll start singing a melody, and then luckily he has this basic studio there where he, presses record. And so we can listen back to what we came up with. And sometimes in the gibberish and within the melodies, I'll hear a word or a few words that sound excuse me, very just say that they land really well in certain spots. So once I have those keywords, then I can work a song around it. And I definitely, start imagining pictures or movies in my head of what the song is about. And definitely this one, The Woman, came to mind when actually the first line that popped out of my mouth was, "She's a girl who walks with her head up high." And from that, I just kind of built the story and built the imagery around that.
Oh, that's really wonderful. That's great. We've got a few new messages in the chat. Pedro says, beautiful tune, great tune.
Yeah.
Andrea Zonis says, great message. And Kevin gives you a thumbs up. So
Thanks,
yeah,
Scott.
we get the thumb of approval from Kevin.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you've got a show coming up, is that correct? At the end of next month in Vancouver at the Gilton Company?
Yes, that is correct.
What's the date?
The 30th. No, sorry. Is it the 29th? I should know this. 29th. Yeah, we're playing at one of the best spots in town that's been around forever. And they're all about uplifting and supporting the local music scene. And very lucky to have some amazing players back me up that night. And it's going to be.
I was going to say, what can we expect to see at a live show of yours? Like, tell me about your band. Tell me about the show.
So yeah, it's a 6-piece band, and it's some of the best, most sought after musicians in town. And I like to add a little bit of covers to my set, and depending on, the vibe, and I like to read the room, but this one's going to be a late show. So I do want to get people up and dancing. So I'll put in some covers, classic songs, maybe some disco, some R&B, a little mix of everything, a little bit of acid jazz. I used to love the Brand New Heavies back in the day, and something really funky and danceable. So, and then I'll mix it in with, of course, my originals. And there's going to be lots of unreleased originals that I'm going to be playing as well with the band. Not too many ballads though. For this
Dancing,
one.
Originals, and funky sounds like exactly the type of show I want to go see.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. March 29th, eh?
Yes, definitely.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about we'll see. I don't know if I can
all the way.
I don't know if I can get away from Victoria here, but it'll be awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone has any questions in the chat, now's the time to ask something. I think I'm gonna just open it up to Karina as well, if she has any final last words or anything else she wants to share. And then after that, I think we're gonna listen to one more song. You've got your brand new, another single that just came out 5 days ago. You got 3,500 views on YouTube, which is amazing. Like, know, it might, to people who are used to seeing the pop stars with their millions of views, it might not sound like much, but for an independent artist, like
It's huge.
300 views is a really major accomplishment for a like you're not local, for like a regional or, you know, a not famous independent artist. So you should be really proud of yourself for that. And I was certainly impressed. So yeah, if you have any final words you want to say, and we'll see if there's any questions in the chat, and then after that we're going to listen to the other song.
Yeah, well, I guess I can talk about this next song since we're going to be playing. It's actually the same producer as the last song that you just played. His name is Chinnan Jetty. He's an incredible producer. He's worked with like some of the biggest artists that I look up to, like Anderson .Paak, Aloe Black, even Eminem and Drake and Pink. So he's got an amazing and huge roster of people, and I reached out to him over the pandemic and we worked on these few songs together. So
great.
This is another one that he produced as well. And originally when I wrote the song, it was a very different style, and this song idea was still you know, very poignant to me. And I'll tell you what it's about, but definitely bringing it to Chin, I really feel like he brought it into the style and the sound that that connects with me and what I was looking for, more of that kind of neo soul, kind of funky vibe to it. So this, what the song is about, it's a bit of like a witty commentary about the whole social media, trying to create this perfect persona online and really like selling that dream to people. And I feel like so many of us who have, you know, lived with social media and kind of on it for whether it's like music purposes or, you know, just personal purposes, we come across that kind of thing quite often. And after a while, it starts to get to you. And personally, it was getting to me. So this is kind of my way of dealing with or coping with that. And it's kind of centered around somebody who's like an influencer who's, you know, putting out content and feeling that pressure to be perfect online. So yeah.
Great. We're going to listen to it here in just a sec. But before that, Pedro asks, and I'll extend on his question. Pedro says, do you have any shows in Victoria this summer? And also, why don't you talk about your summer in general and all the stuff that you have going on and upcoming with both projects?
Right. Well, this summer, I'm looking forward to lots of festivals. We're hoping to get to the island. So definitely we'll be posting that online when we find out. We're just kind of waiting on some answers back from people booking these festivals. So that's all happening, you know, behind the scenes. So definitely we'll be posting that online. But I'd love to come to the island. Of course, I love the island. I've lived there for a couple of years back in the day. So it's always a pleasure to come back.
Well, your bandmate Amin lived in my apartment after I moved out.
Oh, really?
On Pandora.
Oh, that
was, yeah. That bastard got my room.
That is wild. I did not know that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, yeah, so we're going to go to YouTube here and we're going to finish up with, sorry, I just pulled it up here.
Before I should say that we worked with somebody, we actually filmed this video in Victoria with
great.
Named Oz, you know, Oz and Skyla from Green Lab.
Yeah, for sure. Skyla J.
Yeah, so Oz has a production company that he started, and he's a director now. He's worked on a few projects of his own. So this is the second video that we worked on together. And he has an amazing crew that he put together. And we filmed it at a beautiful property in Victoria. And we had some extras and actors as well, local people who came on set, and fantastic crew. So this whole video is kind of a period style where we're looking at another time frame. It's not like the modern social media imagery that you would see that's in the song, but we flipped it and put it into like a historical context.
Great.
Yeah.
Yep. And just a couple of notes for myself. You are listening to the Road Magic Music Podcast, the first ever episode with Karina Morin. My name is Adam Zonis. I would love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to be doing podcasts every Monday night at 7:30 Pacific time. Next Monday, I've got Ryland Morans. He is a banjo folk singer from Lethbridge. Super awesome guy. I really hope you tune in next week as well. And there's going to be more coming every Monday. So here we are. Let's listen to Cake and Eat It by Kãrma Sounds.
Thanks for having me on your first episode. This is awesome.
Yeah, cheers.
Champagne dreams, Maserati, baby, fit for a queen. You seem to have it all hidden behind the screen. Yeah, oh, sing for praise day after day, but the deeper validation just a losing game. Never settle for anything less to figure out the secret to your success. You said you want it, you got it, do as you please. Bet on it, baby, but there's no guarantee. Cause who's better than, who's better than you? Cause you can have it, can you eat it too? It's all for you. You can have it, can you eat it too? It's what they told you. You can have it, can you eat it too? This world's for you. You can have it, can you eat it too? What they sold you. Never get caught in rags, they don't think your hashtags. Walking billboard, algorithms getting bored. Nike pills, pricey thrills, aspirin, acrylic nails. We all got advice, just name your price. You said you want it, you got it, do as you please. It on it, baby, but there's no guarantee. Cause who's better than, who's better than you? Cause you can have it, can you eat it too? It's all for you, it's all for you. You can have it, can you eat it too? It's what they told you. What they you can have it, can you eat it too? This world's for you, this world's for you. You can have it, can you eat it too? It's what they sold you. Jet setting around New York, Paris, and London town. Moving so fast, no, you never settle down. Feeling all the pressure, no perfection. To recognize your reflection, staring back at you. Cause you can have it, you can eat it too. It's all for you. You can have it, you can eat it too. It's what they told you. You can have it, can you eat it too? This world's for you. Who's better than you? Can have it, can you eat it too? It's what they sold you. It's what they sold to you.
Yeah, man, that was funky. It was getting me. I was tapping my toe to that for sure. Yeah. Oh, we got Lori Gallant says, hi, Karina, loving this hybrid podcast with visuals. I know what you mean about hanging with other creatives. It's a different vibe, one that is often unpredictable and fun. Oh, and how fun is this video? And then I know Lori, she lives up in Hazelton in northern BC. She's super awesome. And she says, by the way, Bill is with me too. That's her guy.
Hi, guys.
Kevin says, like the sounds I'm hearing, I look for unique and interesting music. And Pedro gives us the fire emojis. So yeah. Thanks so much, Karina.
Thank you, Adam, for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Hope to see you this summer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck with the rest of your podcast.
Yeah. Well, I think if podcast number 1 is any indication, it's going to be a smashing success.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. Ciao, everyone.
Bye, guys.